Okay, good morning everybody. My name is Tim Hart. I am a student with the University of Maryland, University College. This will be my persuasive speech for my Foundations of Oral Communications class. So we have a problem today in America. We are facing an epidemic that has haunted us since the 1960s, that epidemic being obesity. The United States currently ranks 12th out of 29 of the most obese countries throughout the world. This issue is not going away, and unless we educate ourselves, we educate our children, there's really no telling what kind of damage it can do to our society in the future. Let's look at the hard numbers. So more than 1/3, 36.5% of the U.S. adults are obese. Obesity is the #1 contributing factor to some of the most preventable diseases that we have out there, that being type 2 diabetes, cancers, and other diseases. Estimated annual medical costs in 2008 was $147 billion. That's roughly about $1,500 extra per person dealing with obese issues. Again, that was in 2008. No telling what that cost is today in 2016. So why? Why are we obese? Fast food definitely contributes to obesity. Large portions, people not having the portion control contributes again to weight gain. Our unhealthy food choices. We have gotten away from eating nutritious foods and now have settled for sugary foods, foods that are high in saturated fats, foods that are more convenient. That's what we go for because we are a more busier society. Not getting enough exercise, of course, and then eating on a budget. Trying to eat healthy when you're on a budget proves to be very difficult, but there are ways that you can get through this. So what has the United States done about this? Did we even know that this was a problem? Absolutely. In the 1890s, it was first brought up by an up-and-coming chemist that worked for the USDA, who wrote in an article, unless care is exercised in selecting food, a diet may result which is one-sided or badly balanced. The evils of overeating may not be felt at once, but sooner or later they will be sure to appear. In 1943, the Basic 7 was introduced. We know this as the food pyramid. As you see here on the Basic 7, this was released during World War II because of the food shortages that we were dealing with. If you look at Group 7, butter and margarine was on here. When have we ever seen butter or margarine on our top list of foods to eat? But if you look at Groups 1, 2, and 3, they all have fruits and veggies in it. They may be named differently, but still, the top 3 groups are telling you to eat fruits and veggies. 1992, this is the one that we are more familiar with, the food pyramid. If you look at the bottom, it tells us to eat grains. Americans took this more so as eat as much as you would like. So we went away from saturated fats and now started looking at grains. Obesity became more of a prominent issue in 1992 because people began to eat more than what was necessary. We still see fruits and veggies in the middle, but we don't see it prominent in there, but it's still there. It's telling us at least 6 to 7 servings of fruits and veggies in here. 2016, My Plate. So this is the USDA's new initiative here. It shows you with the regular plate, something that everyone here is familiar with, but it also shows that your fruits and veggies need to be incorporated and a part of every meal that's out there. Of course, you got your protein, you have your grains, you have your dairy, but they're saying and they're recommending fruits and veggies still be a piece of that. So what have we seen throughout the decades? We noticed that the charts changed. We noticed that the portion size may have changed. However, we have seen that fruits and veggies have been prominent in each one of those, dating all the way back to the 1940s, the 1990s, and now here in 2016, where they're telling you fruits and veggies need to be a part of every piece of your meals. So why fruits and veggies? We already know that vegetables, like fruits, they're low in calories and fats, but they contain a good amount of vitamins and minerals. They are high in antioxidants. For those that may not know, antioxidants are found in fruits and veggies. They are a natural substance that may prevent or delay types of cell damage, in turn helping the human body protect itself from diseases and other types of cancers. If you're helping the human body defend itself from cancers and other diseases, you're doing the inevitable of increasing and boosting your immune system. All of this stuff is helping you. But this conversation is about juicing, right? So I've told you about the fruits and veggies. I've told you about everything that we dealt with in the past in obesity. But let's talk about some of the benefits of juicing. So juicing definitely can help you reach those 7 to 8 servings that they're telling you should be eating each day. How many people in the room actually can sit down and eat 7 to 8 servings of vegetables? It's very hard to do. It's not an easy task. But juicing can help you with that. It can help boost your immune system. It allows for a wider consumption and exploration of new fruits and veggies. How many people in here get tired of eating the same thing? Do you eat the same exact thing every day? You don't. Your body craves to try new things. It wants to try new things. Juicing can help you do that. You can explore and mix new things together and see what you like. This allows an individual, like I said, to mix and match different fruits and veggies and have fun while doing it. It increases your energy. If the body is increased in energy, your cells are receiving the nutrients that they desire, then you're going to have more energy with that. If you have more energy with that, then you're going to want out and get, you're going to want to go out and do something about that. You may want to work out now because you have that increased energy. You're not going to overeat because your cells have received the nourishment and the nutrients that they desire. Instead of just having filler food, you now have food that is helpful to your body. Remember back to the beginning of the presentation, we talked about eating unhealthy, overeating, and non-exercise were critical factors in being obese. Guess what? If you're working out now, if you're not overeating anymore, you're giving your cells and your body the nutrients they're desiring, then you're promoting weight loss. Now we're getting away from the obese issue. There are hundreds of success stories out here that talks about natural juicing raw foods, and the elimination of using medications for cancers and diseases and things like that. It's proven fact. People have gone on raw juice diets and have been cured from their diseases and their cancers. Will you ever hear this from medication companies or the big pharmaceutical companies that are out there? I'll let you answer that one on your own. It contains a tremendous source of live enzymes, and it provides nutrient-dense foods. In conclusion, I'm not saying that juicing is going to be the fix-all to end all, but a healthy plant-based diet will definitely help you or any family out there that is dealing with obese issues. We have to be cautious with what we're eating today. We have to understand what we're putting into our bodies. I thank you for your time. I thank you for listening. At this time, I'll open the floor for questions. All right.
Do you have any recommendations on different recipes for juicing? I mean, I know you said that our body gets tired of having the same thing over and over, but where can you get recipes from?
So there are plenty of websites out there that will give recommendations for recipes. To be honest with you, juicing is totally up to you. It's going to be to your taste. You got to be careful with juicing though, because just like with anything, if you are juicing straight fruit juice, then you're throwing a lot of sugar in here. So how many people are going to eat an apple, an orange, a pear, a bulk of strawberries, a bulk of blueberries, a bulk of raspberries at one time? You're not going to do that. So you just kind of have to mix and match. But there are definitely plenty of websites out there. All you got to do is Google juicing recipes, and you'll get a ton of recipes. But really, I like to juice and kind of just figure out what I like on my own. I like to do a mixture of fruits and veggies. Yes?
You mentioned earlier eating on a budget. If I'm already on a budget. I mean, what's the cost of one of these juicers? I mean, what is the price vary on these juicers?
So to be honest with you, a lot of people, you know, that's one of the myths that's out there. They believe that they have to grab one of the most expensive juices that are out here. That's not necessarily the case. You can easily use a blender and juice just fine. If you enjoy what you're getting from the blender, you enjoy the actual juicing aspect, then you can go out here and spend $50 to $100 on yourself a juicer. But I would recommend that you try it with a blender first. And if you enjoy that, you kind of get used to it, then you can go out here and invest in a more upgraded kind of machine. But you don't have to go out here and spend $300 to $400 on a juicing machine. They all literally do the same things. Some just have higher speeds than others.
Like you mentioned about the budget. I know some people that can't afford to get fresh veggies all the time. So with frozen food, would that work? Frozen vegetables, frozen fruits?
So frozen fruits, frozen veggies are a little bit harder to juice because they're frozen.
Yeah.
However, you can make smoothies with those. So it could be recommended that you kind of use, again, a blender as opposed to a juicer. Same kind of effect. You're using a smoothie now, and it might be a little bit harder, more solid than it would be a juice, but you're still getting the same kind of effect with that. But yes, for people that are on a budget, frozen foods, frozen veggies, frozen fruits and things like that are definitely something that you would want to look at as opposed to using fresh. Any other questions? All right. Thank you for your time, everybody.